Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a review and swatch of the new Disney Alice Through the Looking Glass eyeshadow palette by Urban Decay. So this palette retails for $60. I got mine at Sephora. I'm pretty sure it is at Ulta as well. And anywhere else that I find it, I will link it below. I don't know if it's on the Urban Decay website, but I will link below all the different places that you can find it if you want to purchase it. And I'm just going to do a quick overview of the palette. Then I'm going to get into the swatches of each color, and then I will give you sort of my opinion on the palette, what grade I would give it and everything like that at the end of the video. So let's get into it. This is the palette itself, and this is a big palette. I mean, look at that, like look at that size. You can see the decorations are just beautiful and it goes all the way around. This is the sort of cover art, if you will, and then that's the back. And on here it says, I know who I was when I got up this morning, but I must have changed several times since then. So it's kind of cute. And then when you open it up, you'd think that this would be the makeup, but it's actually not. You do have a mirror here. This right here says, I'm not strange, weird, off, nor crazy. My reality is just different from yours. When you open this up, you have a butterfly and a, oh gosh. They're supposed to kind of flap as you open the flaps here, you know, but it doesn't work that well. But I don't know, it's just pretty. It's just a butterfly, but that's basically like this whole half of the palette is for that butterfly, which I mean, it's cool. It's a cool butterfly, but it's like half the palette. The mirror's all right. The mirror's not bad. It says we're all mad here, and I can pretty much see my whole face in it. So yeah, that's the mirror. And then, to get into the good stuff, you have the eyeshadow palette. It slides out right here, and this whole thing actually slides out fairly easily, actually kind of too easily. It slides out really quickly, and there's 20 eyeshadows in here. So this is the same setup as like one of their Vice palettes. It's 20 eyeshadows, very bright colors. You get a variety of colors and finishes, a handful of nudes, a bunch of really bright colors. It's definitely for somebody who likes to play with colors. Then it also comes with this double-ended brush that is fairly standard, I think, in their eyeshadow palettes, especially like I said, like the Vice palettes always come with a double-ended brush similar to this, and this brush has the same pattern on it as the outside of the box, so that's kind of cool. Okay, so that is a quick overview of the palette. Now let's get into the swatches. So the first shade is called Looking Glass, and it is a light beige with a satin finish. The next shade is called Reflection, and it is a warm peach color with a matte finish. Dormouse is a warm matte brown shade with gold glitter in it. Metamorphosis is this pretty blue shade with a bit of a shimmer to it. Hatter is a bright green shade with a bit of shimmer to it again. The shimmer doesn't even really show up that much. Gone Mad is a dark purple shade with a bit of shimmer and a little bit of gold glitter in it as well. Paradox is this beautiful fiery orange shade with a lot of shimmer to it. Cake is this bright fuchsia shade with a lot of shimmer, and it almost has a blue reflect to it. Lily is my favorite shade. It is this beige, super shimmery, and it has a light pink duochrome to it. So beautiful. The shade Duchess is a peach orange shimmery shadow, and this has a pink duochrome to it as well, another really pretty one. Kingdom is a brownish gold with a shimmery finish. Chessboard is a warm brown shade in a matte finish. Heads Will Roll is a teal shadow with a matte finish and then lots of gold glitter in it. Bandersnatch is a dark blue, almost a dark teal in a matte finish, and as you can see, it is not very pigmented. Salazan Grum is another beauty. It is this rusty red, shimmery finish with a bit of a pink duochrome as well. Royal Flush is a frosty beige with a very shimmery finish. Time is a charcoal grayish black with a lot of shimmer to it and almost a blue tint as well. Dream On is almost just a glitter shadow. It is sort of this grayish blue, and it's not very pigmented. It's really more of a glitter overlay. The shade Chronosphere is a warm brown with a very shimmery finish. The last shade is Mirror, and it is this beautiful taupe shade with a shimmer finish. So I do have a few critiques on this palette and a lot of really good things to say as well. As you saw, I love the colors. The shade selection is amazing. Urban Decay always knocks it out of the park when it comes to shade selection in their palettes. They just really know what they're doing. I think they always have a few surprises in there, and I always love each palette more than I thought I would when it comes to shades. However, there are a few things about this palette that I don't love. One thing I don't like is this string here. It's just aesthetically not pleasing. It sticks out. It doesn't really tuck in very well. Its purpose is to hold this up so that the mirror is supposed to stay up on its own, which it kind of does, kind of doesn't. So that's that. Speaking of the mirror, I'm not crazy about this mirror. It's just a little small compared to like their Vice palettes where the mirror takes up the whole size of the palette itself. This mirror is kind of small, but it's pretty. And then it has these really cool like clock art on it, which I like, but like I said, the mirror itself is not that functional. And this is really frustrating. The whole time I'm trying to hold this up to show you and talk about it, this keeps falling out, which is really frustrating. And I just don't feel like it is that secure of a packaging. Like, I would prefer it to be in something that latches closed so that I could travel with it, so that even when it's just in my collection I don't worry that it's gonna fall out, because if I store this palette I'm gonna store it this way, so you know, that's kind of sliding around. I don't know, it's just kind of weird packaging. But that kind of leads me to the conclusion that I've come to with this palette, is that it's a great palette, but it's not, if you're looking for like the one perfect palette, like the one palette that is going to fulfill all of your needs, that you can travel with and that you can use every single day, this is not that palette. This is for somebody who is a makeup collector, somebody who really loves these colors and bright colors, loves Urban Decay eyeshadows. If you saw the swatches and you love them, then this is for you. This is for somebody who maybe is really into collector's edition palettes like this, or limited edition palettes, or Disney or Alice in Wonderland. You know, if you have all of your Urban Decay's palettes, this is definitely a fantastic collector's edition, because not only is it absolutely beautiful packaging, but it's a really good product in itself too. So I hope that makes sense. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy this if you want it, if you think you'll use it and you think it's beautiful. If all you have is $60 and you're looking for the perfect eyeshadow palette that will fulfill all of your needs, that you could travel with especially, this is not it. I did travel with this once and it's really frustrating. If you get a drop of water on it, you know, even when it's closed, if you get a drop of water on it, you panic because it's cardboard, and I don't know, it's just not that great for travel. I would say if you do have like that $60 budget and you are looking for a perfect eyeshadow palette, go for one of the Urban Decay Vice palettes. I believe their Vice Limited Reloaded palette that I did a review on is still for sale on Ulta. I will link that below. Otherwise, they come out with new Vice palettes around the holidays, and I'm sure I will be telling you about them when they come out with their next one. So I think I'm going to give this palette a B+. If I had to give it a grade, it is a tough decision because there are a lot of things that I love about it, but there are some pretty big things that I don't love about it. But those things that I don't love also might be good things to some people. You know, the packaging and stuff might be what you want. You might want something really pretty that looks good on your vanity. So that's up to you to decide. I give it a B+. I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. I've already been getting a lot of use out of it. I am wearing it on my eyes today in a look that I've been going for a lot the last few weeks. And I do want to do a tutorial with this palette for you guys. I had a request to do a tutorial with this palette using the brighter colors, so I'm going to do that, but I have a lot of reviews to catch up on, so I'm working on getting my reviews out first, and then I'm gonna get more tutorials out as well. I hope that makes sense. Alright guys, that's it for this review. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps other people find me in the YouTube world. And make sure you're subscribed. I'm trying so hard to post at least 3 videos every week, and I just realized that I have nail polish on one of my fingers. Just my thumb. How did that happen? Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you all, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye!